G'day and welcome to another episode of the University of Tasmania Sport Podcast. My name is Keegan Poposky. We are filming this 10:24am in the beautiful Tasmania Sandy Bay campus. I'm joined by the Unigym coordinator based in the south, health and fitness expert Luke Granger. How you going?
Good, mate. Thanks for having me.
a bit of a squeaky check.
Yeah, I won't do that, mate.
No, it's all good. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, obviously, I know a little bit, but for the viewers that might not know you, what's your role here at the university?
So, this chair is really bad, isn't it? So my role here at the university, I'm the Unigym state coordinator. So we've got the three campuses, one in Burnie, one in Launceston, and obviously here in Sandy Bay. So my job is just to have an overview of those three campuses, help the coordinators in their roles up there, but just kind of oversee what they're doing on those in those centres. But in Hobart here, I'm in charge of the group fitness. So the timetables that the guys get given when they come to the centre, I have a hand in developing that. I run sessions here as well, and then there's always little projects and other things that we're working on. So the role is quite diverse.
Yeah, no, excellent. I've gone to a few of those classes and certainly very good. Tell us a little bit about how you got into the fitness industry. So you've been here for about 7 years.
Yeah.
Even before that, like your early days.
Yeah, so my early days, there's a bit of conjecture about this, because if you go on Fitness Australia, I think I've been registered for 17 years as a fitness professional, which is a long time. We keep blowing that out, but I don't think it's actually that long. So
Pretty sure it's 20.
Yeah, it's 20 years. So so started quite a long time ago, started as a personal trainer and worked at Friends Health and Fitness in North Hobart there. So was a trainer there for about 6 years, and then from there I got my strength and conditioning ticket, which I did some work with clubs and athletes around Tassie. Done some rehab work, worked in CrossFit, and then I got the role here in 2013, like you said, so roughly 7 years, just sort of climbed the ranks here.
Yep.
Through fortune.
No, it's doing well. And you've probably seen it change a fair bit over the years.
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
we were first here I was here in 2014, to look at the difference between now and then, it's massive, the differences. So you say you've done 17 years in the fitness industry.
Yeah, thereabouts.
So someone who's, stuck at it for, such a long time, you must be quite passionate about it. Where do you think that passion comes from?
I think, it's a good question, because in the fitness industry, definitely these days, the retention rate, for guys coming through, I think it's something like 18 months or a year. It is a really tough industry to stay involved in. I think if you're given opportunities and you are passionate about it and you take those opportunities, then, it feeds upon itself. So I've just been, I think, very fortunate in having the role here at the university, which has so much diversity in it and allows me to make those decisions and move the way I want to, that's helped me stay passionate about the fitness industry.
Yeah, no, awesome. What I love about working at the gym as well is you meet new people every year, because you get new students coming every year, and then you stick with those students for 4 years. You get to become really good friends with them, and then you get some new ones as well.
But on the other hand, it's a little bit sad too, because then they sort of disappear off into the big world. But absolutely. We're very lucky to work, where we have that stable base. Obviously, as long as we're servicing them and giving them a good product, but they do stay for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and so we do get to make some really good friends here and build a little community.
And that we both think the same. We've got arguably the best product in Tasmania. So I want to talk a little bit about, and we've had a chat about this a fair bit, the impacts of what you think COVID's going to have on the industry. So we would have saw earlier, Victoria's still probably in this, where everything's online. How do you think that's going to change? Actually, let's start there. What were your thoughts? Like, how did it impact us here in Tasmania?
Yeah, I thought, speaking from our point of view here at Unigym, I thought we dealt with the situation quite well in what we were able to offer, but I know that it was very challenging for a lot of smaller gyms, small businesses. Obviously, we've got the backing of a big university, where the small gyms aren't that fortunate to have that backing. So, providing those Zoom classes where people could work out from the comfort of their own home, the novelty of that initially, we had some big numbers and people were enjoying that, and it was great to be able to still communicate with these guys, which Zoom allows. But moving past that period of time, I think it's only got a small window of viability, and then people start to get those itchy feet and want to be social again and train with people. So, we were lucky here in Tassie with how it's gone so far, touch wood. I do feel sorry for the guys in Vic at the moment. But, I guess it's going to make businesses rethink their models and the way that they deliver their products. But yeah, it's definitely going to shake up the industry.
It's interesting, like those early days of COVID when people thought that, online was such a big hit. People were like, oh, this is going to be the way of the future. Everyone's going to be online. But I don't think they realise that, once things get back to normal, you can't get past face-to-face classes or, contact sport compared to online gaming. Like, it was just a little bit niche at the time, but when things get back to normal, people want what we've got at the moment. So
yeah, I think they crave that human interaction. I mean, there's only so long that you and I can look at each other through, virtually through what we were offering. So I think everyone was so happy and the energy was so high when we were able to come back. And now that we've sort of on the eve of releasing even further expanding our timetable, we're hopefully going to see more people come back.
Yeah, no, it's good. And you've got a new timetable coming out Monday. It is?
Yep. So I think we've doubled our class offerings of what we were offering and bringing back some of our Les Mills sessions that are obviously very popular through a broad demographic. So we're bringing those classes back. The High Performance Centre, we're doubling those classes as well. So we've got afternoon sessions and midday sessions, plus the 6 a.m. time slots back, which is huge for all our community members that couldn't get in here because of work.
Yep. No, excellent. I think that's all I had on the COVID. It'll be interesting to see how the smaller gyms, like you say, will handle if there is a second wave. We see that it's happened in Victoria. Hopefully it doesn't happen here in Tassie because do you have any thoughts on that? Or
I think what smaller gyms do have going for them is the communities that they build. Especially these small group training centres, they build really strong communities and that community will support that business. So I think that's one thing that they've really got going for them. So hopefully, we don't get that second wave and we're all good here, but at least those guys do have that support, I think.
Yeah. Over the last, time of COVID, you would have, obviously the students wouldn't have had their normal access to the uni gym. How important do you think a service like uni gym or sport is to a student who's studying?
I think it's huge. I think, just from my interaction and what I love about being on the floor and teaching classes is that I get to engage with the students. If I was just doing admin, I wouldn't have that touch point where I can, talk to the students, evaluate what they want and go from there. So I think, having services at uni gym, whether it is classes or if it's just the gym, if they want to go up for a workout, but even our squash courts, our basketball court, it brings people together, and I think that's huge for students, especially, if you've got guys from the mainland or international students that are here. It's really good to give them some support through connection of other students.
It's certainly been great. As soon as, campus got back to life, the uni gym was buzzing. People were just keen
vibrant,
to... Yeah. Last question I've got here. Do you do much with the sporting clubs here at UTAS?
Yeah, so
you're
not as much as
you're a cricket player.
Yeah. So that's thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, so I think I played one game of third grade. So
okay.
I was the last person called. I don't think I did very well, but I'll keep trying to get back in that team. But in terms of what we do here with the clubs, as you know, I've touched on it, and you know that I'm very passionate about, is we built the High Performance Centre in 2017, and what got that across the line is the ability that gives clubs here at UTAS, the ability it gives them to train in there, so strength and conditioning wise. So I've done a few sessions with clubs like UTAS Rugby, hockey, and I think I've got some training with the cricket guys tomorrow. So as much as I'd love to do more, it's just the schedule's a bit busy, but watch out for third grade this year.
No, it'll be good.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much all we've got time for. But for any of our listeners that might want to, I guess, find any information or see some pictures of the High Performance Centre, where should we send them?
We can send them to our website, so you'd probably be able to rattle that off.
utas.edu.au/Unigym. Most of our updates are on Facebook.
Facebook's the way to go. Also, our Instagram page, if you jump on that, Unigym Taz, not Unijam, Unigym Taz, head there, and you'll be able to get in a bunch of photos. We've got heaps of stories down the bottom there as well that just sort of shows what we offer here. So
sweet, awesome. Thank you very much for taking your time out of your busy day, and make sure you subscribe if you're a listener. Thanks.
Yeah.